I was 30 weeks pregnant and my water broke one night. And then a week later, I went into labor. My initial thought was, is he okay? Is he breathing? And
as soon as he was born, he was in a little incubator unit and dozens of doctors and nurses around him. I remember just trying to hold his hand, and I was just bawling my eyes out, just trying to tell him that it was okay. He had a feeding tube in his mouth and then in his nose, with a machine in the background. Those last 8 weeks, there's so much critical development that happens that we had to witness and watch Preston and hope and pray that he would develop. So that was our introduction to parenthood.
you become a mama bear. You have those mama bear instincts immediately. You're so protective of this little being, and you love this little being so much.
We set his car seat on our coffee table and looked at each other, and I'm sure as every new parents do, we just said, well, now what do we do?
And how special that Kindering reached out to us when he was 2 months old and said, you know, we met with you in the NICU and we want to see how Preston's doing. We realized how important early intervention is, and I'll never forget, one of his therapists told us that, you know, the brain before they're 5, you can almost rewire it. So it's so critical to get in and to start the work.
There's Mickey! Hi, Mickey! Can you say bye to Mickey? Bye, Mickey. Push, push! Yay! Go, go, go!
Preston initially saw a physical therapist for about a year, but one of the great things about Kindering is there's speech therapists, there's occupational therapists, there are educators, there are programs like Stepping Stones. A physical therapist had her eyes on him, and then she said, well, how's he doing with speech?
Hi, friends. Ribbit, ribbit. Frog, frog, please.
Yeah, so I like how you held it up near your face so that he was watching and seeing all those speech sounds being produced. Baby pig. You can say pig, please. That was nice asking.
One of the things we're working on is having him finish a sentence for us.
Ready? Set.
Go!
Preston has a lot of energy and will want to move from one activity to the next without completing the first. And so we've really been working on that. He now has a longer attention span.
Here he goes. Up.
Up. Stand up. There you go.
Oh.
Big step.
In occupational therapy, there's a lot of things that we're working on to help him thrive in his day-to-day environment. Working a lot with having confidence to walk up stairs.
Yay, without holding on to anything.
Trusting that mom or dad are going to catch him if he jumps off of the couch or jumps off of the pool.
Giving him something to hold either with both hands or something in one in each hand can help him decrease that need to hold on to a support surface.
He actually severely pronates, so we needed to put him into braces, and Kindering was the ones that helped recommend that to us and then helped us find the right braces and think about the right shoes. Stairs was one of those ones that we weren't sure if he was ever going to be able to climb them on his own, and we have a lot of stairs, so that was important. Now he just shoots up and down them all the time.
Good climbing!
There's a ball pit now in our basement that he absolutely loves. So sensory has been his big thing on his outlet to the world.
It's how he learns, and that's something, again, that we learned from our therapists. Thank you to Kindering for teaching us about that.
What letter is that?
Working on the same thing day in and day out for an extended period of time can be mind-numbing, and it can be discouraging in some ways.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And now it's a snowball effect. It's so amazing to watch, because we always thought, is he gonna get there? And now he's repeating everything we say and spontaneously using words, and those are the things we were hoping for. That was the goal.
He is so curious and wants to learn and wants to wander. And he's an explorer. And sometimes we laugh, now looking back, that's part of why he came so early. Is he was ready. He's like, I'm ready to join this world and see what this is all about. And I don't care if I'm supposed to wait for 2 more months. I'm coming now. When you start to get the grasp of how many kids and families are touched by the organization, and you think about how important early development and education is to getting kids ready to take advantage of all the opportunities and life has in store for them, you appreciate how important this organization is for everybody, not just the people who can afford it, but for everybody to be able to, who has a need to be able to take advantage of what Kindering has to offer.
Having a preemie or a child with special needs is hard, and it can be overwhelming, and it can become discouraging at times. To have people around you that are supporting you, that are making this process easier, that care about your child, that care about his or her success, it is priceless. It's been a huge benefit to us, to Preston. Yeah.
I don't know where we'd be without Kindering. I don't know what our life would look like, but it would certainly not be where we are today.
Oh, Preston, this is my favorite book. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. Look, they're moving this mountain. Look, this little kid is moving this big mountain.
Every kid should be able to move mountains. They need to have a really good foundation, and they need to be prepared for the world. And I think Kindering helped prepare Preston, for the world and for his adventure.
We feel like every day he's taking another small step forward to being able to do whatever he wants to do with his life. And that's going to be an incredible journey, and we're thrilled to see where he goes with it and to be a part of it.